get started. So thank you all very much for joining the session this evening. I'm Danny Robb, part of the Ceres research team, and I'm going to take you through the membership this evening, both for current members. I can see a couple of current members on the call to make the most out of their membership and make sure they know the resources available to them. And for many of you prospective and potential members, to give you an insight into what the Ceres research membership is all about, how it came about, and I'll give a live demo as well. So hopefully that's moved on through to the next slide. Bit of housekeeping then. We'll have a bit of a presentation followed by a live demo, and then there'll be space for questions towards the end if you have any. And if you think of some after the presentation, you're very welcome to follow up with us afterwards. So please mute yourself during the presentation. I think I've maybe locked it so you can't move onto the screen.
No.
And if you're not muted, please mute yourself. And so cameras on and off, whatever you fancy. The meeting will be recorded so we can share it with you afterwards and with other members. And we should finish at 6:45. So in terms of just a bit of background then as to what Ceres research is all about, many of you probably know Ceres Rural and Ceres Property. Ceres research came about in October 24, and really our mission is to provide independent data-driven solutions for Ceres clients and prospective clients by bridging that gap between innovation, science and new ways of doing things and actually on-farm adoption. We sit at the centre of both science, research and agriculture, so our diverse experience across the group and what Ceres research bring cover many things across these areas, and we sit at the centre of those various communities, both academic, farming research, farm business and the food industry more widely. As a quick introduction to the team of Ceres research, so Alex, who is also on the call, and myself, we are the main contacts for Ceres research, but we are supported by a wider network. Many of those faces you will know from Ceres Rural, and we work very closely alongside Ceres Rural and Property. So the membership and the reason you're here. So we have two sides of this membership offering, both the farmer membership side and what we're calling the Ag Innovator side. So if I delve into the farmer membership first, so the Ceres Research Farmer Membership is all about delivering our Ceres insight to support with decision making through the season from month on month to sometimes on a weekly basis. And this is aimed to kind of help you stay ahead in the world of agriculture, stay in the loop about latest developments, whether it's management practices, genetics, rotation planning, tech, innovation, all of those things. And there are several elements to this membership. So one of the key ones that happens once a month on the third Thursday of the month is our Agronomy Club webinars. These are online webinars designed to support with agronomic decisions for farmers within the next couple of weeks. And what are they thinking about? What decisions do they need to be making? And what data and support can we give them ahead of those couple of weeks? We have podcast episodes that come out at strategic points throughout the year. So we do have a Cereals podcast episode coming out soon. And then we have 12 monthly digests. So every month we give an insight into what's going on in terms of policy, business, new innovation, crop watch in terms of what's happening in the field, and any funding opportunities for you. We have quarterly skills webinars, and these are aimed at supporting you with your business decisions. So it can go from management KPIs through to nutrition planning, data and statistics, and these are all designed. They're about an hour long online webinars that are all recorded as well, and they go onto the website, which I'll show you shortly. We have farming update publications every quarter, so as well as the rural farming update publication, which is free, and many of you may or may not have come across that already. It's on the website. We also do a plus or premium version of this farming update publication for members. And this is an opportunity to take a topic that's current in the farming update publication and dive into the data and analyse a bit more of the data to give you greater insights from what topic that might be. We provide market data in terms of updates through the monthly digest, as well as interactive dashboards. And this is where you can compare your data with the Ceres dataset, and I'll show you a bit more about that in the next few slides. There is an opportunity to host trials as well as a farmer member, so we come across many trial opportunities, both via Adopt and other commercial opportunities that we lay out to our members if they are interested. As a member, you get 50% off the Ceres Agri-Strategy Conference. The first of these, which is a Ceres group effort, happened in December last year, the next one coming up in December this year, and that brings together farm business and farming as a whole. So you get 50% off the discount, the ticket there. We are also implementing a technical visit once per year. So the next one will be at Rothamsted Research, looking at their long-term trials out on the farm. All of these things also get you basis and ROSO points where appropriate. And to keep you sort of informed of all of these updates, we have a monthly members email, and we have a WhatsApp community group as well, which I'll share more about. In terms of that farmer membership, it's £70 a month or £700 per year, and the yearly annual price includes a 10% discount for that option. For existing Ceres Rural Agronomy clients, they have a 25% discount, and you can also get a free monthly trial, so you can get an insight of our monthly updates all in the package of a month before going any further. There are group discounts available as well for farm clusters, for example, and other groups. For the Ag Innovator side of this membership, this is an offering where it's about packaging up our Ceres Group insights in a way that keeps you up to date, first and foremost, on a monthly, almost weekly basis sometimes, supporting your business and your growth. And for those developing products, it serves to provide real-world innovation requirements, opportunities, and in some cases that validation support to bring products further along the line. So it's designed for those organisations who are driving progress, transformation. We provide direct exposure to these real-world agronomic challenges. And if sorry, somebody's just mentioned they can't see the screen. Has it moved on to say Ceres Research Membership Ag Innovator?
Yes, Danny, it has.
It has, okay, perfect. Thank you. So I'll carry on. If it hasn't for you, there might be an arrow down the bottom left where you can slip through the slides, perhaps. Please let me know if you still can't see it, but I'll carry on. So the Ag Innovator membership is there to provide those real-world agronomic challenges, grower priorities, and emerging market opportunities, helping those businesses test, refine, align products with the on-farm reality and what we actually need. And for those advisors leading on and being around on-farm decision-making and supportive, it's there to help support those routes to market, that understanding of agronomy and the farming business as a whole. So with this membership, you get all of those insights on the website and through the various communication channels. And you also get an in-person presentation delivered annually to your team. So our package here is $2,400 per year for 2 employees access, of which you can add additional employees. And when we go to give that in-person presentation, it doesn't have to be just those 2 employees that have initially signed up. They can join in for that one annual in-person presentation. And this presentation will give you an overview of the farming sector, what's going on, what are the challenges needing to be addressed, but it can also have a bespoke element according to what you're doing and where your expertise lies. So if you're an innovation-led company designing a product or bringing a product to market, this can support with whether it's drones, new technology, new genetics, biostimulants, all of those. We can support with that insight bespoke to that element. So this slide, hopefully it's changed for you, is an insight into the membership hub, and I will show you all of this as a live demo as well. So hopefully you won't miss out too much if you haven't been able to move forwards on the slides. So this membership hub is what it looks like on the website when you have membership access. On the left side is your members update, and this is a screenshot from one of the monthly members emails. So this is what it will look like, and it will have the various resources. In the middle section of this slide is what's on the membership hub on the website. So it will show you all of the latest insights. It will give you updates on events, and it will also give you an option to join the next online agronomy club, as well as other events that are coming up. And then on the right side is our WhatsApp group. So currently we have an announcement WhatsApp community. So all of these insights, as they're being delivered to you, can, if you would like, be delivered to WhatsApp as well. So you get them as we're producing them. So at this point, I'm going to try and switch my screen. Hopefully it's going to work, and give you a bit of a live demo of the website and our content, and then we can go on to questions from there. So I'm going to stop sharing this one. Attempt to share this one. Could you give me a thumbs up if you can see the screen? Should be a website.
I can see that now, Danny.
Thanks.
Yeah, fine, Danny.
Excellent. Okay, so I want to give you a bit of a live demo of the website and some of those elements that I spoke about before. So this is our website, open access to all, but our member insights are under our research, and I'm going to go through a couple of these that are of interest. The first being reports. So reports are our way of delivering some insight to you that are a bit more in-depth and lengthy as compared to an insight, where an insight might just be a quick update. So reports go into depth about different topics, as you can see, and quite often this comes from interest from Ceres Rural, where they're seeing a gap in the ground, on the ground in terms of a research knowledge gap. They come to us and report it, and then we can go away and have a look and provide an evidence-based review. As an example, I'll show you this one on biostimulants. So background PhD on biostimulants. So this one was quite interesting for me and relevant. So we put together a report, and it always provides you with a quick summary at the beginning. It then goes into different sections as related to what the topic might be. And then it finishes off. So we always try and end these with, what does it mean for you? What can you go away and then do? And how does it help your decision making? In terms of insights, as I mentioned, these are more frequent and they are less in-depth. So these often come out throughout the month, and we share them as we do through the members' monthly email as well as on WhatsApp. So something that was quite topical at the moment is obviously the heat wave. Hopefully you're all managing to keep cool. But something that we really wanted to investigate at the moment was the effect of drought and heat on grain filling through to the end of the season, what the impacts are, and also what the current heat wave means for late season disease pressure, with some options for farmers looking at what they might be able to do at this stage in their programme at the moment. So these insights are made to provide you in season, very topical, almost weekly updates. Something else that I wanted to mention in the insights is our monthly digest. So every month, as I mentioned, we give you a monthly digest, and this gives you both your latest member insights. It gives you an overview of what's happening with our crops. It can give you industry news, so whether that's funding, business, policy, and regulation. And we also share new science innovation. So this is our way of, through Ceres research, we can see a great deal of innovation and new ways of doing things in science that's coming down the line. And it's our way of cherry picking what we think is most impactful and sharing that with you on a monthly basis. We also provide market snapshots and any key reports, as well as upcoming events. So this can be shared and is shared on the website, and we also have an interactive version. So this can be delivered through the WhatsApp as well, and essentially same insights, just in a more interactive way for you. So if I now go through to publications, these publications predominantly expand on the Ceres Rural publications. So quite often, for example, the Farming Update here from March 26. Ceres will produce farming update publications quarterly, and we then do a plus version for members that dives into more of the data. So I can share with you one of these tabs. An example here, this was from March 26, and obviously we had a very wet start to the year. So the focus of this publication was looking at the wet weather and in particular land drainage. Why is it becoming part of the conversation? Practical insights in terms of short, medium and long term, what can we be doing? And we also, in this particular publication, linked it back to gross margins, comparing winter and spring cropping in relation to perhaps poorly drained soils and the impact of wet weather. Next up is our interactive zone. So this is where we, as it says, you can interact with our data sets. So we've got data sets for weather, yield, fuel, labour and machinery. So if I show you a couple of what they look like. So this is the fuel prices dashboard. It's updated regularly, and you can essentially have a look at and benchmark what you're paying, the prices compared to your Ceres average, your own farm average, and long-term trends as well. And this can extend the data set. You can look at different timelines, different areas of those fuel prices, and you can input your own values. We also have, and as an example here, we have one for yields. So you can compare against the Ceres dataset. We've split it up by region and by main crop. You can input and you can compare against our Ceres dataset. This is obviously for 25, but it will be updated for 26. At the moment, you can't necessarily save your data here. We didn't want to add that layer of data complication in terms of where that data is held and saved. So at the moment, it's a snapshot that you can compare against. But if it's of interest, we can look to add that onto the membership function where you can save previous years in comparisons. The last area of our membership that I wanted to share with you is our videos and podcasts. So as I mentioned, the serials podcast from Ceres will be out hopefully by the end of this week, and it will be uploaded into the portal here. All of those agronomy clubs that we do online and all of the skills webinars, they're all recorded and uploaded. So if you miss one, you are very welcome to come back and watch it. We provide a summary within each article as well as the main video. So you're very welcome to come and watch it back. And in each of the monthly members' email, there is an option to, yes, sign up for the next agronomy club, but also submit any questions that you might have ahead of time. That's useful for if you can't quite make that webinar live, then you can still submit your questions and we can get back to you. But also if you've got something that comes off the top of your head at the moment, you can then add it and we'll address it in the next agronomy club. So most of these are the agronomy clubs. The skills webinar for March. So these are quarterly. That's why the last one was in March. Focus on smart crop nutrition. And we heard from Land Crop Laboratories, and they went through their huge data set from the labs, looking at different soil chemistry, biology, and physical characteristics. We have another skills webinar coming up in 2 weeks' time with premium crops, looking at the value of certified seed. So these can be both from internally Ceres and also external webinars as well. They are online. Where I mentioned the Ceres Agri-Strategy Conference, if that's something that you can't attend, we make sure that the insights shared at the conference are available to our members. So from the end of last year, we had a couple of the key Ceres employee webinars or presentations re-recorded for members. So from Jock on viable rotations, Ed Hutley covered contract farming agreements, and we had some others, myself included, on the role of soil biology. So that's the members, the member insights. I'll quickly show you the membership hub, just as an example from the slides. So you will get the topmost 3 updated articles. You can scroll down to see when the next agronomy club is, and you can explore these insights online. So if I bring back my presentation onto this screen, hopefully that has updated. So that's an insight into the membership and what we are trying to deliver to you. Does anyone have any questions at this point? You're welcome to raise your hand, shout out, or use the Q&A function. Yes, Tom.
What crop do you? Oh, sorry, go on.
What crop do you cover?
Say again, sorry, I didn't quite hear that, you broke up.
What crops do you cover, or what
Thank you.
crops are covered?
Yeah, so building on Ceres Rural's coverage, we are predominantly looking into arable crops. There are areas of livestock and viticulture, dairy, slightly covered, but predominantly arable focused at the moment. Any other questions?
Yes, I do have a question. Can you hear me, Danielle, team?
Yep.
I'm Raphael from Agroinsight Technologies. And I just have an innovator memberships. Are we also allowed, or could we be part of the podcast and present what we're working on, or how would you guys support us on that end, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And thanks for your question. Yeah, so as I mentioned, we produce podcast episodes at sort of strategic times throughout the year, depending on what's going on. Something in addition to all of this is our Ceres Innovation Group, and this is a subsection of Ceres Research and Ceres Rural Agronomists. And our role is to have a sort of wider view and process of looking through innovation and driving those innovations that are going to make change on the ground. And as part of that innovation group, we are putting podcast episodes together. So that is certainly something that we would consider. And the podcast is all about sharing, new innovations and advances in the farming sector that we think are really useful. So absolutely, if that's of interest, please follow up by email afterwards, and we can have a chat about it.
Perfect. Thank you, Daniel. Yeah, we are mainly, or not mainly, we cover arable and crops as well, but our main solutions are livestock, and so support on the arable for what we're bringing into the agentic solutions will be amazing if we could get support on that end. We have vets and doctors on our end for the livestock, so it'll be great if we can get that help. Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Danny, I have a question. If, say, there's something going on, a farm, and they're not quite sure, maybe they've got a picture of a symptom or something that's going on in one of their crops, or a particular question that they don't know the answer to, what would be the best way to kind of approach you guys to maybe bring that up on, say, the next agronomy club to cover, so it kind of benefits that farmer and potentially the wider group of farmers on the membership, so they can kind of be aware of anything that's happening in particular crops or particular areas of the country?
Yeah, thanks, Louise. And absolutely, this is something that we really want to promote. And so I guess there are two main ways. Firstly, contacting me, that's absolutely fine. If you've got questions as members, please do email me or WhatsApp. We also have each monthly members email that goes out, there's an option to submit questions ahead of agronomy club. It doesn't necessarily need to be addressed in that agronomy club if it's a wider contextual question, but there's the option there to fill in a brief form, the question that you need answering to, and we will get back to you on it either via agronomy club, a specific report, or individually. That's absolutely fine. Any further questions? All good. Okay, well, if you do have any further questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm more than happy to discuss this with you. I can give you another demo of the website and some key upcoming things that we've got going on to kind of give you that broader overview. As I mentioned, for the farmer membership, they do have the option for a 1 month free trial, and we specifically chose this 1 month free trial as the length of time that you need to be able to see all of these key insights. So please do reach out if that's of interest, or keep having a look at the website and seeing if that's of use for you. Before we close the session then, just a reminder of our Ceres Agri Strategy Conference, and as members, Ceres Research members, you do get 50% off the conference ticket. Early bird tickets finish on, I think it's the 5th or 6th of July, but I can confirm that following this meeting. And this really gives you a great overview of the farming sector as a whole. For those that came along last year, I think it was such a positive and productive session, and everyone came away with actions that they wanted to implement for the next season. So that's just one to highlight there. So that kind of concludes my session.